Okay, here we go. Hello, everybody. I'm Kelly Kleiman. Lately, we've been talking about Made in America products. We have Steve Seeley of EliteFill.com, one of the country's leading supply chain management companies, on to discuss the issue with methanol in hand sanitizer. It's a big problem. As with other products, when you don't manufacture in the United States, where regulations are in order to prevent such issues, you have issues. Steve, welcome to our QuickCast.
Thanks for having me.
Now, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration is warning consumers right now that there are 67 companies out there, all based in Mexico, that are selling hand sanitizer with methanol. Methanol, of course, can lead to toxicity, to cancer potentially, even if it's absorbed through the skin or it's ingested. We've seen a sharp increase in some really bad cases. Now, what risks are involved when an entity chooses to manufacture a product such as this and others in a foreign country? What costs, what financial exposure, and other consequences are there?
Well, there could be a lot. It's just kind of news to me, to be honest with you, that they're even allowed to come into this country at the rate that they're coming into. I know here in the U.S., we're regulated so heavily, and the chain of custody has to be so strict and tight on everything that we manufacture. It's mind-boggling that they're getting in and this many companies are infiltrating into the United States. The cost behind it, obviously, it must be right now with the saturation of the market. The cheapest gets in the door without the chain of custody. It kind of reminds me of CBD back in the day when it first was launched. It was impossible for there to be that many companies producing that much CBD. The numbers didn't match up. So I think we're kind of in the same situation here with it. Every person has to have it. How do you regulate it over a month, 2 months time? I mean, I would say I would get, in the beginning of all this, maybe one inquiry a day. Now it's 5, 6, 7 from companies all over the world reaching out to us to manufacture their sanitizer. Both, can we do the complete turnkey? But most of them will supply the bulk. And we've kind of gotten to a point now where we've almost stopped that. If they can't prove it's made in the USA, we're not interested in running it. We've seen a big influx from Mexican manufacturers from the alcohol industry. Obviously, all the bars being shut down, so those machines can run alcohol. So you just throw a little gel in there, and now you have a hand sanitizer manufacturing facility in Mexico that's not regulated. Again, how they're getting across our borders into these facilities is beyond me, but it's a problem.
Is methanol just a cheaper alcohol?
Cheaper, yeah, way cheaper. You know, and then obviously you're seeing the results of it from what's happening with people dying, skins burning, and that's what blows me away, is how that's not. It must be mislabeled. It should be on the label. It should be on the C of A. You know, again, who's filling it here in the United States? It must be filled overseas, and it's just being shipped here as a complete unit. And somebody must be turning their heads and looking the other way. Makes no sense.
Well, there could also be a lot of legal ramifications.
Correct. Oh, yeah. I can't even imagine what that would entail.
Yeah, that's what happens when there's opportunists out there who see a chance to make some quick dollars, and they jump on something that is a little bit nefarious, to say the least. So you're a supply management company. You've been at it for decades. How can you help manufacturers avoid these risks and choose the best manufacturing partners for their products? Now, you don't just do hand sanitizer. Tell us a little bit about what you do and what your strengths are and how you can help manufacturers moving forward.
Yeah, we're a full-turn packaging company, and we've kind of gotten into really supply chain management company. The people on our team come from various industries: nutraceutical, health and wellness, cosmetic industries. We've got some really, really high-level QA people that came from Estee Lauder and Clinique that retired and now came over and are on board with us, going through our facilities, making sure that they're utmost standards in quality and customer service, as well as quality and quality assurance. And we can basically take any customer or any product from conception all the way into the store shelves. Typically, what we do is the customer has the product, they can send it to us, and from that point, we'll fill it, package it, send it to our various warehouses, and we can do distribution as well. as far as the sanitizer is concerned, when it first hit the market, the ethanol, not the other form of the form of alcohol you're supposed to be using, went in short supply immediately. And I think that's what actually opened up the door for the other. And then there was no real strict regulations. So what we're seeing right now is we're just seeing a lot of companies that are switching gears, that are maybe being hurt from the current economic climate, are now wanting to get into PPE, personal protection equipment, as they're calling it. And we're just seeing a big influx. So we're doing a lot of private label for some of the big box retailers. We have a source here in Indiana that has all the paperwork, has all the chain of custodies, made in the USA. Everything is from here. Nothing's brought from outside the United States. Great source, plenty of capacity to basically produce for any of the big box retailers. And that's pretty much where a lot of our focus, our business has probably been. I would say about 50% over the last month has been of some type of wipes, hand sanitizers, liquid sanitizers, masks. You know, we've had a couple companies come to us and want to sell their masks through our distribution channels. So yeah, it's the hot item.
So on top of being a supply chain management company, you also have a distribution network.
Correct. Yeah, we actually have our own, what we call branded hand sanitizer. So we're able to offer companies that maybe want to just put their name on the sanitizer itself. Restaurants, we've had a couple restaurants that have come to us that instead of just having a no brand, they'll have their label on it. So we can sell bulk to companies that package it themselves, or we can do a full turnkey with a private label as well.
Now, aside from hand sanitizer, what other products and services do you specialize in?
Cosmetic and nutraceuticals are definitely our top two industries. Stick packs, powdered products, jars, containers, pouches, all day. Cosmetics heavily right now, they're getting hit pretty hard by the industry, obviously with all the retail being shut down, or most of it anyway. So we're seeing that kind of a little bit of a dip. But yeah, full service in cosmetics, skincare, nutraceuticals, and health and beauty.
Steve, how can you be contacted?
Just go to our website, EliteFill.com. You'll see we've got both industries claimed on there. Depending on what industry you want to go into, our website pretty much is self-explanatory.
So if I'm a retailer, or if I'm somebody who has forays into retail from a distribution standpoint and they need to contact you, you're the guy to go to directly.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a little box that'll come up on our website that goes directly to my phone, so I can have personal interaction with anyone.
Steve Seeley, EliteFill.com. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good seeing you, Kelly. Thanks for having me.
This is
Stay
Made
safe.
in America. I'm Kelly Kleiman. Have a good day. Made in America.